What's going on? What up, though? It's your boy TY. It's TY Ray TV. Short little live. And I could have just made a video, but I feel like maybe some people want to speak on this. Y'all see the title? Brittney. She's out of there. She's free, as she should be. She should never been there. I mean, but when it comes to countries and political, she's a known figure, even in Russia and in US. So she got there. But the bottom line is, Brittney Griner is free. She's been released, and even the President Biden put on his Twitter that she's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home. In exchange for her release, the U.S. government reportedly sent a convicted international arms dealer named Victor Bout back to Russia. And I guess his nickname was Merchant of Death. And he was sentenced to 25 years in prison after being convicted of, among other things, conspiracy to kill Americans. So they did a one-on-one prison swap. And I'm sure we'll learn about it more soon. I'm sure people feeling a certain way. Like they did a prison swap for Brittney. She's not a soldier. It's gonna be people who's gonna have their words. But considering that she's a public figure and she went to jail for some marijuana juice, yeah, she shouldn't have been there. She was there 10 months. And I'm glad that she's coming home. And I hope this be a lesson to her not to take that shit on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Do not take no contraband on a plane. I mean, this is news. You know what I'm saying? This is good news, considering it's coming from the back and forth months and months of negotiation between the U.S. and Russia following her arrest in February after they found, the hash oil. This is vape pen. I don't know what it is, but it's hash oil, whatever. And she, she pleaded and was found guilty on drug smuggling charges, which she was originally sentenced to 9 years. You know what I'm saying? And she was sent to a penal colony in November last month. So now she's home in town for Christmas, and that's a good Christmas story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can break into it and go into the timeline and all that good things, but this is not going to be a long live. I just want to touch on it. But if I'm Brittney and you just getting home, and she already going to be shell shocked. She going to be shell shocked as it is. She's free. She ain't going to know what to do. It's going to, the first day she's going to be around her loved ones. You know what I'm saying? If anybody ever been locked up, and especially, locked up for any amount of time for the first time, you just happy to be free. You happy to smell the fresh air. You know what I'm saying? And I know she happy to just get out of there and go get to see her loved ones. And, she'll give her thanks and her support to the people that was writing her and trying to reach out to her and, campaigning for her freedom and all that. What up, though? Salute to everybody in the building. But like I said, I wouldn't wish prison on my worst enemy. I wouldn't. I've never been to prison, but I've been locked up. You know what I'm saying? I've been locked up. No number, nothing like that. But, that's a story for a different date. You know what I'm saying? But I can imagine, you know what I'm saying? Because this thing's like you being locked up and you like, okay, wait a minute. My crime, but, the time don't fit the crime. And that's the thing. 9 years for some oil. But, hey, country, different rules. I mean, you got to think of the people that was here before all these drug laws changed here in our own land of U.S. It was people, doing years for, quarter ounce of weed, junk like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that she's home for one. You know what I'm saying? Right before Christmas. This is a good story. Salute. Yeah, Russia is a whole different world. I don't know what make people want to go over there in the first place. I mean, this goes back in your history books, way back of how Russia was, when it was the USSR and pieces got broke off, when it was just the motherland and just, like they've been doing stuff like out of pocket. They've been doing stuff out of pocket. Salute, salute. So I just wanted to touch on this real quick. I could have made a video, but your boy working. It was political, and I stayed. Oh yeah, it's definitely. I stay away from the political talk too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking on her as WNBA player SuperStar, she's back home, and I'm happy. I'm not gonna go into what the two countries could have did, but what I will say is the it's gonna be people, and it's always gonna be like that. Well, why did she get traded for this prisoner and not this person? This person been over there for 4 years, stuck in Russia, and he did this and did this for his country. Why you didn't trade that individual for this individual? That's where the talks gonna start going, and that's not even on our level. That's gonna be talks of probably like CNN and MNBC and all those big media platforms that's gonna start talking about that. Or people behind closed doors, the powers that be, they're gonna be talking about we could have got this person, it's a trade. So I don't touch the political. I'm not even act like I know what's up on political shit. I don't need like everything I say is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But as an individual that has been locked up for something he didn't do, and I had to fight, I won my stuff. But like I said, I knew what she was going through. The whole build up, the whole holding, the whole waiting on the trial, the whole is your lawyer good enough to get you out of this predicament, or they're gonna, rub elbows with the prosecution. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff plays into it. Like, you mean to tell me y'all couldn't work out a deal where she was, yeah, it had to be 9 years. Like, you gotta give it to the prosecutor side, right? They could have gave her a year, right? And she had been coming home in February anyway, or something like that. They could have gave her a year, but no, the powers that be is like, no, give her the max, and then we can trade her for somebody that we need to bring home. And that's all it is. She should have never got that much for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I guarantee it's criminals in their own country that's done worse, and they didn't hit them in the head with no 10 years. They didn't want. You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want. Susie be coming in. I know this topic is kind of like touchy go, but like I said, at the end of the day, she's free. And what I want to talk on, like, now, what do you do now that she's home? What do you do now that you're home? You kick with your family, you stay away from the media, or do you hurry up and go on the media tour and try to make up for lost weight for 10 months? I would love, that's the thing for me, and y'all know I love questions. I would love to pick her brain, like, what's next for you? Like, and are you gonna still be smoking? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you still gonna be smoking after all this? Like, something like that. If I smoke weed, I wouldn't even want to smoke weed after that. I'll be like, man, do I really need to smoke? I'm telling you, it would probably take me like 2 months or so. Like, I don't know how smokers are. I'm not a weed smoker, so I don't know. But like after dealing with a situation with a little itty bitty little oil, which that shit's like, I don't know, like half a gram of oil or some shit like that, cost almost a year of your life, almost would cost you 10 years of your life. Do you even want to touch that shit ever again? That's where I'm at. Like, do you want to touch that shit? But she definitely had, right. The detox was in full effect. She's sober than she probably sober than she's been since fucking middle school. She probably was like, But then also, do you got some people running up on you like, so she got off the airport, like, yo, we got that fire. We got the fire. You want to hit this shit? You know what I'm saying? But the good thing, she coming home. She ain't gonna be on no papers. She free. I agree. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It was not. And then, like I said, I got friends that used to pull that shit off, like, taking weed and rolling it up in this and putting it in a deodorant and putting it in a shampoo, seal it up and put in a shampoo, or just trying to find ways that they can bypass the X-rays. And like, the X-rays ain't no joke right now in the airports. I'm talking back in the day. Them body X-rays, when you go in, that shit zips around you like you get an MRI. Like that shit picks up everything down to a fucking baby pen. So you ain't smuggling shit on these airports right now. You gotta really break it down into its base and put it in something and then put it back together. You gotta be a chemist to get that shit past the airports nowadays. She gonna smoke as soon as she touches down. See, you know what? Part of me thinking that too. Part of me thinking like as soon as she touched down, she can be like, man, somebody roll me up something. Somebody roll me up something. But you know what? I think if she don't, she'll have a clear head, you know what I'm saying? And she can make better decisions in her life. Because before then, she was going through some stuff like the divorce, the separation. She was going through domestic violence shit. You know what I'm saying? She was going through some stuff. So God does everything for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like, yeah, you need a break from all this. It's gonna be pretty rough on you. It's gonna be pretty damn rough on you. But you need a break. You need to get your thoughts together and focus. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's never fun having months of your life taken away from you at will. It's never fun. That ain't what you plan. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like somebody say, hey, this was gonna happen. Hey, in the month of February, you're gonna get locked up and you're gonna be there for 10 months. You'll be like, oh hell no, I'm not. I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody just take it from you, it ain't nothing you can do about it, but love it and like it, and is from that point get yourself mentally prepared for it, then you just got a deal in there. But then they had her working. And I'm happy. Like she got sent to the penal colony in mid-November. Like was it right before Thanksgiving that she got sent there? So she was only there like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. So, but I tell you what, Brittney, if I'm you, I get a hold of a publisher. I sign me a multi-millionaire dollar deal because that book gonna sell. That book gonna sell for the time she got picked up and be in that prison. Talking to different Russians, people locked up, other, inmates that's from U.S. that's locked up. The stories they probably say, hey, when you get home, can you tell my family this? Can you reach out to this person? Like, for real, like, she got a lot to say. And I tell you what, I'm one person for sure. If she put a book out, I'm definitely buying it. Because I want to know what her experience was dealing with that. What was her experience was being in the middle and being a negotiation piece for two countries? Like, was that stress on you, or it was the fact of not knowing? Like, I really would love to pick her brain on that, but I'm not on that level. I am not on that level. So, yo, I'm glad y'all came in, but I just want to touch on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect it to be no big live or nothing, but I just want to touch on Brittney Griner being home and salute to her family. Still in my prayers because that's something mental. We don't know what they did to her mentally while she was over there. We don't know what kind of abuse, if any, she had over there dealing. If it was jealousy over there because who she is. And keep in mind, she played. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't as hard as we thought it was because of who she is. Maybe she has some connects in there. We don't know. The last person Russia sent back to the U.S. was never the same. They injected them. Wow. See, that's something I didn't know. That's something I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, when you've been locked up and you've never been locked up before, that's mess with you mentally. I'll give y'all a piece. I got locked up for something I didn't mess around and do. And I had to go through trial and everything. I had to go through trial. It was, 3.5 months. I'm like, what? When I got out, I was like, for the couple months, I didn't even know how to talk to nobody. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to just be around family only. So that's what I'm thinking with her. Hey, Miss Archie, I'm thinking with her. It's like she probably just want to be around family only. She ain't gonna know who to trust. Like I said, I don't know what they did to her. Yeah, because you heard the stories that the treatment, they treat their prisoners bad over there. But I'm gonna do my research, and I'll do videos going forward. And after I get all my research together and listen to these other outlets and everything they had to say, we'll come together. We have a discussion about it. But I'm glad y'all just tapped in. I just wanted to talk about it for real quick, kill some time. But thank y'all for tuning in, checking your boy out, all right? Yo, people, you got to check the playback. Make sure y'all hit the like button, all right? I'll talk to y'all a little bit later on. It's your boy TY. This is TY Ray TV. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all were here with me, and I appreciate that. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. God bless. I'm gone.